So if you haven't started, let's try to get on that journey and get it started. Let's get it started together. All together. Freaking Frank in the pen. Get money. Get money. Get money. Get money.
Yeah. I don't know.
Instagram. We keep saying Instagram. You know what? Stop.
Yeah, y'all need to transition over to Instagram because we tired of Facebook. So go ahead and follow us on Instagram so we can go ahead and get it popping on Instagram because Facebook is trash.
At On the
But what's up,
Cloud
y'all?
Podcast. What's up? Let's get this money together.
Man, y'all, how y'all moolah looking?
First, okay,
How
before y'all
that
money,
money
how is
looking?
everybody doing? How is everybody doing out in
Right.
the world?
Heart check, heart check. 1 2 1 2. Beep 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 beep.
I don't know about mine.
Girl. Girl, I don't know about mine. Dave, woo, my heart been all over the place. That's okay,
Yeah.
because we gonna keep it moving, y'all. It's all good in the hood.
Yes. But what's going on in the world?
Girl, what's not going on in the world? What's not going on?
I do know everybody got paid them stimmy stems.
Not you in people bank accounts. You don't know. It's like I'm just playing.
I got
Everybody got them
paid.
stimmies. They don't know how to act. They acting like they just won the lottery or something.
No, tell them
Seriously.
about the incident.
Girl, people been going crazy over these stimulus checks. They been fighting, shooting, like in Indianapolis. This guy, he was stalking his baby mama, asking her for money, and she was about to give him a little bit of it. He told her it's not good enough. He went back to the house and he went inside and he shot some people of her family.
And what was
And
it? A child, a
yes, it
brother?
was a child, a cousin, a brother, her brother, and her mom.
Hold on. Mom,
Yeah.
too? And a
Yes.
child? Uh-uh.
Her youngest child, and I think the daughter was 7 or 9. 7 or 9. And then yep, the cousin, the brother, and the mom. It's so sad. I mean, good thing like they got him and everything fast, but it's just a simple fact like y'all killing people over a stimulus check. It's never that serious.
No,
That
it
fourteen
ain't
hundred
that
is never that
serious.
serious, or more because I know some of y'all all that extra stuff, but it ain't that deep.
Definitely not.
Like go out and get your own money. Why are you trying to take somebody else's money anyway?
And 1400, it sounded like a lot back then, but now that thing be gone over
Man,
bills.
okay, that's gone in a week. Blink of an
Mm-mm.
eye and it's gone. Like y'all over here tripping over nothing.
See, we should get stimulus checks for the rest of our lives. Once a month, make a little proposal.
Girl, they
That's
ain't
my
about to let that happen.
that's my thought
They
process
gonna be
on
like,
it.
next proposal. But that'd be nice though, a little extra cash coming in out of nowhere, a little surprise every month.
Just show
That'd do
everybody we
something.
care, care about everybody,
Right.
But who
What
am I
else
to say?
happening?
Okay, you seen? I didn't even see the video. I just seen so much backlash from it. But with Kirk Franklin
Oh
and his
yeah.
son. I mean, I heard him cussing him out, but I never got to see the video. Did you see the video?
I didn't see the full video. Like when I went on Instagram, automatically I seen Kirk Franklin apology. That was the first thing I seen. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what he apologizing for? The next thing you know, I seen it everywhere. Like he went off on his son, cussing him out, calling him out his name. And I went to go look for the video, but I guess like they must took the video down, and all they had was like different screenshots and little clips from the video. So I heard a little bit of it, but not the full video. But what's your thoughts first? What's your thoughts on it?
Don't ask me because just because Kirk Franklin is a Christian, I feel like I'm a Christian. Okay, if you think about it, we all sin or we all make mistakes. And I hate the way social media just bashes everybody and definitely going to target at him for him being a Christian and heavy in choir and everything that he do. I don't know. So for me, I feel like it's none of our business. Like if I was to cuss out my child or my dog or whoever,
Not the dog.
I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
I gotta add him in there.
That's your child. That's your child.
That's
So
my child. That's my example. But it's just nobody's business. Like God, at the end of the day, is who's judging us. So who are everybody to judge him? That's how I feel. How you feel?
I feel the same way. Like you said, like no sin is greater than the next. Like God see it all as sin. So it doesn't matter what you did. And I feel like we sometimes be putting these people on pedestals, but we got to remember like everybody is a human being. Nobody is perfect. So even when they are living this Christian life and it's out in the public for everybody to see, we can't hold them to a pedestal because they're humans. Like they're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna mess up just like us. And the people who probably said something about it, 9 times out of 10 probably cussed their child out or did something in the same thing. So it's like, why are you judging somebody else or something that you did? And like you said, it's none of our business, even though it's out in the public. But it just shows like he's a human, and I don't condone him, you know, saying certain things or calling his son, different names. I don't condone that. I think it's wrong. And I think that that's something in a black community we got to do better with, especially with our
Mm-hmm.
black men. But just to tie it up, like it's just still he's a human. He make mistakes. He did this. Unfortunately, it was put out in the public, and everybody just needs to move on.
Yes, I don't look at Kirk Franklin any differently. I'm still gonna
No.
be rocking. No, did you see the meme? Like, imagine me.
Yes, yes. I said people are ignorant.
I hate
Like the
it.
I in ignorant don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense how people are. I said y'all don't got no life. Y'all really out here bored because but they be coming up with these memes so fast, Frack. Like how
Yes,
do they do this?
it's so easy, literally. Just
I'm
edit.
like, what? I'm not
I
about to
guess.
play with the
What else?
child. Yes, what
Any?
else happening?
I've been watching Snowfall. I caught up on Snowfall. Any Snowfall
Child.
friends out there? Have you been watching
No. I don't even know what's happening.
it? So we ain't gonna talk
Y'all.
about that. But it is good.
But I mean, y'all
I
can tell me because I'm probably not gonna watch it until like the summertime or something. So at this point, it's okay.
No, Franklin Saint, he's just I don't know, like now everything's kind of falling all apart for him and his
Mhm.
family and like the cops are coming for him. Basically a lot of people are coming for him right now, so it's really, really good. The last one came out yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, so I'll probably watch it tonight. But yeah.
Yeah,
Snowfall is
I'm about to try
good.
that. Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
like
already
my
know it's good.
second.
I just gotta go into it.
Mm.
But y'all be hyping it up though.
It is. It's good. Speaking of Snowfall, let's transition into Coming to America
Yes.
2.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Me too. What's your feedback on it?
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I did watch the first half of it and I was like, I don't know about this. So I fell asleep and then I woke up, rewatched it and everything. And I really loved it at the end of the day. It had like a good message. And I like the way they kind of tied everything. So like how Eddie Murphy had his daughter really, really fighting to be the, princess and how it wasn't fair and how all the rules, with the king and the prince and everything's supposed to happen, how at the end he made that difference, how his son motivated him to make that difference. So
Mhm.
it was just a good storyline for me. And then having all those actors and artists in the movie, it made it like really, really interesting to make you want to keep watching it. So it was good to me. So what about
I
you?
agree. I agree. Like it was good. When I first started watching it, I was like, it just started off a little tad bit boring, and I was just like, okay, how this about to go? But it was really good. Like you said, it had a good message, and I love how they just made it funny too. Like they
Mm-hmm.
really brought the new time of like comedian and like different jokes into play within the whole entire movie. So I thought that was really nice as well. And like you said, the whole princess storyline was good. I just thought like, it was a good part to come into of America because I would have thought I was a little iffy at first. Like I knew it was gonna be good, but I'm like, are they gonna mess up with this or what they about to do? But I caught the show. Shout out to I missed the rest of it.
The Tear It Up Squad. Okay, thanks for
right. Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
So, but yeah, Coming
definitely
to
caught it.
America was good though. How y'all
Yes.
feel? Did anybody out there watch Coming to America?
I know
What's
everybody
y'all thoughts
did.
on
It's
it?
on Amazon, and he was smart for putting it on Amazon Prime in times like
He
this.
was.
And shooting it at Rick Ross' house was nice. I liked it.
It
I
just
liked it.
it was nice. Like they really thought it out. It wasn't nothing that they just threw together and was like, yeah, we about to do this. Even though that's not ever Eddie Murphy anyway, so it don't really matter.
The one thing that got me is when his daddy had his funeral living.
Yo, now that part, I almost turned the movie off. I said, y'all, we gonna have to turn because this right here, this can't be the rest of how this movie about to happen. He said, son, I'm smiling or something. Then he said, and died smiling. I said, get out of here.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was a little iffy about
I would have
this
been on the
one.
scene cracking up. Like,
I
what?
didn't know.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
gotta
not
go
yet. You
see
got
it.
to. You gotta go see that.
You
It's
have
good.
to. Well, we already told you one part to look forward to.
I ain't gonna
Oh
spoil
my
no
God.
more. What else is
Right.
going on? Okay, y'all. So I went and got the vaccine this week.
Let us know how that happened. How you feeling?
Okay, backtrack. The Johnson Johnson vaccine this week. The Johnson Johnson vaccine is one dosage, so it's not 2 or 3 or how many ever they get, but it's only one dose. And I feel like since I did previously have COVID before, I had read up on the paperwork that I had like worse reactions than like somebody else would who didn't have COVID. Also, with it being one dosage, it's like a different dosage, so it might be stronger than the 2 dosage that they give out. But I was feeling sick. Like that night, I had sweats. I couldn't sleep. My head was pounding. I was tired. My body was tight for a couple days. I was weak. It literally felt like I had COVID for like 2 days straight. But that night was terrible. It was really terrible.
So, like, do you feel better now? How many
Yeah, I
days
feel
has it been? Like 3, 4? It's been 3 days.
3. I got it on Monday. So Monday at 1, I started feeling the symptoms at like 8 o'clock at night. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. But I mean, I do encourage everybody to still get it, especially we trying to get back to our normal lives and everything.
Right.
But those symptoms, everybody's body different, and it is some symptoms right afterwards. So be prepared for that. I wasn't prepared. It slowed me down for like the past couple days.
But yours is like the worst that I heard. Like usually people tell me like, yeah, they had some little pains and they felt a little weak where they couldn't go to work or something. But when you was talking about like the side effects you was having at night, I'm like, oh wait, this on a whole nother level. But like you said, it could be possibly because of the vaccine with the one shot, so it might be just stronger.
Yep, I was the first one I knew that had that one. I'm sorry. Thanks. I'm feeling
Not
better now.
taking that vaccine.
See, you could go take the 2 dosage one, but look, my thoughts about the 2 dosage is the time frame they got between them.
Yeah, I don't understand how it could be that long in between and it still work effectively.
That's my thing with that one.
Yeah.
Like, I know somebody that got the first dosage, but they don't take the next dosage till the summer, like June or July. Like, how does that work? Like the flu shot, don't take it unless you have it. See, look, I did have COVID before, and I have like older parents, and I kind of want to be around my family more.
Right.
And I just went ahead and got it.
It's just, I feel like with the vaccine, before I had no, I'm not getting it, and that's just on period. But then I'm like, okay, well, I'm around kids, with my job and just doing different things. So I'm like, I need to get this vaccine to, hopefully protect myself. But it's also like, okay, whether you get the vaccine or not, like you can get COVID or you get the vaccine. It doesn't matter. Like I feel like you just, it's like okay, if it's my time, it's gonna be my time, whether I get it or
Mm-hmm.
not. So let's just see how it go, basically.
Let's see. And I feel like if more strands of COVID come out and stuff like that, I'm gonna be happy to have that vaccine
Yeah,
because
you know.
don't let the government be like, okay, we out of them, and then
And then you're gonna be wishing you had one. But some people like, nah, I don't care. I'm not getting it at
yeah,
all.
everybody got their
Hey,
own opinions about it. Hey, what
right.
else is going on in the news? I can't think of nothing else. Nope.
Um, I don't know.
Um,
Houston here. Hey, shout out to Houston.
she said,
What else?
cough,
Anything
cough.
else? Right.
Nope, I can't think of nothing else. What else, y'all? What else is going on?
Anything we missed?
Let us know.
Yes, yes. Let us know what's happening in the world.
Well, to kind of transition,
Mm-hmm.
last week we talked about, damn, I am an adult now. So a lot of people
People
responded
went
to that.
crazy.
We had responses like the mail, the bills, the furniture, the
Moving.
$90 chair.
Right.
So funny.
Y'all was put
No,
on a whole show.
yes, but the answer I heard the most was bills, which I agree with as well. Bills is that feeling, but Atlanta in the house,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Shout out. Let me
Turn
find
up.
out. We got clouds from all over.
Definitely do. But thanks for submitting
Girl.
those videos in and giving us the responses on that. We had a lot of feedback from the clouds that past week. So let's transition to our new episode. And you know how we always do it. We always read our quote of the week before we get into the episode. So the quote of the week for today is, we all know money is the ultimate key to the world we live in. But just remember, the ways we invest and save now will determine our future. Let's get this money together.
Hey, let's get this money.
Fritz
Yes, so
and
what is
Francis.
episode 23 and we in this building getting this money. It's like I'm doing.
Uh, we bought the flow one
Hey,
time.
hey.
We bought the. I'm just, no, tell them about the
We play too
episode. Let's
much.
get right in.
Yes, let's get into it. Episode 23, and it's about get that money. So this time we had like some surprising stuff. We did some interviews with 4 different people that helped us and talked to us about finance, about credit repair, credit building, your tax, life insurance. So much we learned with all of these interviews. And we just first want to give a special shout out to everybody that came and did this interview with us and took some time out of their life because they was dropping some gems. So y'all got to make sure y'all
Yes,
tune in to the episode so y'all can hear them gems too and get into it. Make sure that money is
got
together.
to.
Okay.
It's definitely motivation when y'all hear it. I ain't gonna lie. So
Okay.
tune in.
So please make sure y'all tune in because I'm telling y'all, I promise, y'all life gonna be a little bit more better knowing this stuff. Okay,
Hmm.
thank you.
Let me see.
I'm cracking
Okay.
up. I'm like blue nails. Who got blue nails?
I'm like, hold on. I got a little white in my. I don't know if I
That's
got
so
blue.
funny. I'm like, hold on, wait. But yeah, so we talked about get that money and everything. So what did you learn from the interviews? Like, what's something you took away from it?
So each one, I feel like, okay, number one, I will say, well, 3 out of the 4, I really like that we had interviewed powerful women. We did
Mm-hmm.
have one man, but just, hearing that message from women, it's Women's Month as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely motivation for me. Also with the interviews, like a lot of them were talking about so many sources of incomes and multiple hustles and what they're doing. So they currently have like that job or they currently did go to school for something, but they're making this money on the side and they doing good. So I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
this motivation for me as well. So I feel like that's really what I got out of the interviews was a lot of information, a lot of gems, and just motivation overall. So what about you?
That's true. That's true. I now my voice trying to go away though, y'all. Like, dang. I learned a lot. I feel that I learned more now for the simple fact that I'm in a process of like doing different things of making sure like my credit score is together or making sure like my 401k is good. So starting to actually dive into these things in my personal life, I feel that these interviews really helped out because they really taught us some things that maybe we didn't know or we never looked at or was never taught as well. Or just some additional information because like you said, they actually work. So it's not them just talking about their personal life or just talking about what they work for, but they giving us both sides of it, of them working and them actually, implementing it in their life. So I thought it was really good. And like you said, all of the interviews were really well because they made it personal. Like they told
Hmm.
us how they personally, do it in their life or how it has helped them in their life. So yeah.
Yep. And then like we're both at the time like we finished school,
Mhm.
learning all this, just reflecting on our life. Like, why didn't nobody teach us this growing up? Or why didn't nobody teach us this in college? That type of thing kind of hit me too from these interviews in that time because it's like, oh, it's that time to move. It's that time to get
Right.
my life together. So these interviews was definitely a good motivation. And they came at the right time.
Right time. I
So,
swear. But you said
yeah.
something right, cause like I think definitely in high school, like this needs to be a class. Like it shouldn't just be math, algebra, geometry. Like it needs to be a finance class where these kids are learning how to save, how to budget, how to open up a bank account. What's the importance of this stuff? And people just we wait until we have to get into it to learn it. And now we
Hmm.
confused on how to do it when we should have been taught this real life things in high school or just in school, period.
Yeah, I feel that. And I
Yeah.
know I feel like I'm behind again, where I should
Mhm.
already be ahead. So,
Right.
yeah. And finances, and another thing I learned about these interviews is credit. I'll say each one of them said credit is power. Like, credit is the rule of everything.
Everything.
Credit determines
Man.
your job. Credit can determine where you live, what you driving in, a lot of things.
Yes.
So,
The one thing I didn't know though, sis, was like I knew credit controls everything, but I didn't know how important credit was when getting a job though. Like
me
I
either.
never knew that jobs really pay attention to what does this employee credit look like? Because I'm like, why would that matter to them? Like that really stuck out to me. I'm like, wow. Another thing that a job look at. Never knew. Never ever ever knew. I was looking at
Mm-mm.
them like, what? That's something new.
They try to keep that from us by the time we get up there.
Yes.
I guess. But let me think. Yeah. Also, just with the interviews overall, I want to thank them so much because I feel like just moving forward, it's about to go down. It's about to
Yes.
go down.
Man. And they had like a lot of seminars that's about to happen, like workshops. So y'all need to make sure that y'all go to our page where we're gonna share some of this information on how you can find out the different seminars that each one of our guests talked about too, because
Hmm.
it's gonna help you. And one of the ladies was talking about how she does this youth finance with a job. So I thought that was really nice. That was
Yep,
something
for
that
high
stuck out to
schoolers.
me. Yeah. I'm like,
Yep.
wow, this is they
And the
starting
life
something different.
insurance got me too. Life
Life
insurance really got
insurance was like,
me.
what? Because how she was saying, to make sure you have certain things to get the will and trust.
Hmm.
That that's important. I think a lot of people don't know about making sure your trust is together. And if you're not here, who gonna talk for you? Like that will and trust needs to be right there. so that the paper does all the talking for what's going to happen.
Yes. I remember my mom would be like, look, I was talking to my mom last night about the interviews, and
Hmm.
she just told me like, you know how we have jobs and they provide dental insurance, life
Hmm.
insurance. But what if I know that it wasn't touched on the interview, but I just want to share it. But what if you left that job or quit that job or moved to a
Hmm.
next job? You don't even have life insurance no more. Like, it's
Yeah.
really, if you stuck at that, like you stayed at that job the whole time. So don't think just because you got a job, oh, I got life insurance. That's just temporarily life insurance.
Yeah.
So
Like it is. And then also what's important when you have a job and you start to go into like your retirement plan and everything, it's so important to know that what 401k they're connected with, like with your job, because some you can roll over. Say if you go to a different job, you can still take everything that was contributed to you to whatever other job. But some jobs, they like,
hmm
nah, you can't do that. So it's really important that you find out that information too when you go into different jobs. It's like little stuff that people don't know about that can really either benefit or harm you with even your job.
yep. But yes, I ain't gonna tell too much from the interviews.
Yes,
we
y'all
go,
need to
we
go
gonna make
tune
y'all tune
in
in to
because look, we
episode.
already dropped like 10 gems for y'all in the few minutes.
So we already said why we should get our money together for real.
Yes. Like
I
you
know.
gotta get your money together. Why not? Why not get it together right now? And if anything, COVID like opened up your eyes to everything. Opened your eyes to why you need a second income.
Open my
Like how you
eyes
feel
to
about that, Fred?
everything.
Right.
Everything. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
money. It was definitely money, jobs, multiple incomes, working for
Mhm.
myself, wanting to be able to have my own business, health, everything. COVID opened our eyes to
Everything.
everything. If it didn't open your eyes to something, something
You
is
must be
wrong.
sleeping.
And you need
You
to
must
wake
be
up
sleeping. Right.
today.
Hello? Are you woke? Hello? Is anybody in there?
Like, for real. No, I'm serious. I,
No, but
I
for real,
play a
y'all
lot,
really. No,
but
seriously.
this is all a real matter right now. Like, all jokes
Jokes
aside,
aside.
because this is
Yeah,
serious.
man. But yeah, definitely opened my eyes to thinking about more of a second income that can come in that's not just with your full-time job, and how to do it without being stressed though. Because sometimes when we think
Mm,
about it and people having more than one source of income, it's connected to like you stress, you overwhelm, like you don't have any time to do anything. So when you think of a second source of income, make sure that it's something where you're not stressing yourself out more, or feeling overwhelmed like you can't do it all, because I think
yeah,
that's important too.
and I think, like, for me personally, the overall goal is to probably, okay, we went to school, we got a couple degrees under our belt or whatever, but
Nah,
when you not yet will, but if you work, eventually you could work for yourself and then you won't have to be
Mhm.
stressed. But mm
Okay.
pick one. Because I don't know. I worked all my life, always at like two jobs at once, every every year. Always worked at two jobs.
That's so true. I didn't think about that. This,
Always had a
dang,
part-time
that's
job.
crazy. Same. This my first year. Yes, this is my first year where I only had one job.
Me
Like
too.
one job.
And that's only because I'm graduating and I don't have the time, like, at
Man,
all.
right. But if you think about it, our podcast is technically low key
It's a
another
job.
job. Like if we want to be honest, so we
But
really
it's
still working two
good.
jobs.
It's good we not looking at it as a job, because maybe we looking at
Right.
it more as a business or something that we are very
Yes.
passionate about. But
Right.
I always had two jobs, whether it was a main
Yeah.
job, part time, DoorDash, something. It was always something, and I was stressed. I don't want to be like that
Mhm.
forever.
Right.
So,
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for y'all to hear these interviews. Like I'm so geeked. I'm so geeked.
yes. But what is one thing? I have a question. What is one thing that you learn now from, it could be from the interviews or it could just be about getting your money together overall, that you wish you would have learned before now? What is that one thing? Ooh, this could be the question of the
This
week.
gotta be the question of the week. Ooh, sis, it's hard, right? One thing
One thing. So this is
I
very
would
important.
probably say, I would probably say investments. Like
Overall,
me, overall investments, knowing the good investments to invest in and the ones to not really invest in. Because I want to say that it was never taught to me because, like, my dad brings it up a lot. He always has brought it up, but I just never really took time to really pay attention to it. So I'm like, I can wait a little bit longer. But I wish that
hmm
I would have paid attention and I would have learned more of these things and just like the investments all together, knowing how to invest in stock in anything, yourself, everything like that. What about you?
that's really my answer. I guess
Yes.
like I can't just pick one because it's all of them are like very, very,
Man,
very important. But yeah,
right.
investing overall. And I'll say before I used to listen to like my mom and dad, she used to like literally sit me down to her room, take out an old school little notepad and say, these are all the bills. You need to know how
Oh
much
my
you got coming in.
gosh.
You need to do this with yourself. And you need to know. And I used
Girl.
to look at her like, I don't care.
Okay. Right.
No, literally. And then now I'm like,
Oh my gosh. You're
I'm
so
all in the
right.
shambles because I did not pay
Like you should have been
attention.
looking at that notebook.
But we
Girl,
got
I
apps.
still be
We got
looking at
apps
it.
now. We got
We
apps.
do. But I'm low key, I ain't gonna lie to you. When it comes to like money, I'm so old school. I don't use
Mm.
no apps. I don't use my phone. I grab literally how my parents do stuff. Like I be having my notebook. I'd be like, okay, this how much I made this month. This how much I'm spending on what I'm spending on and everything. Like I write it all down like that.
Yeah, I
It's just
like
something
it. Just
about
got to be
writing it.
colorful. Having the
Yeah.
colors for me.
It's like I don't know. It helped me out because when I be having it on my phone or app, too much.
Yeah, I know we got enough. We got enough for the technology, but it's just more convenient for everyone.
It
No
is. It's
excuses.
definitely, definitely more convenient.
Yes, but I guess we both had the same answer. I'm thinking whole time.
Right? I'm like, I don't know what else. Like, because it was all very important, but that's what stuck
Okay,
out to me.
I got one more
What?
small answer. It's just college. A little bit not transitioning over to the college world, but just things that I thought that I would have learned in college and then now participating. Okay, let's just say we never did this podcast
Mhm.
and never interviewed them. I would have really
Mhm.
probably never kind of got that information in, or these risks that we are taking now and all of this that's going on that I'm doing after the fact that I finished school or in that
Mm.
like ending transition. That's what I wish I did prior to going to school too.
You right. That's true. You would think college would have covered it, but it doesn't. Because
No.
it's based off of whatever you going into school for. And I think that that's something that they should pay more attention to, even if it's like, different events that they having. But they most definitely need to do that.
Cause like
Yeah.
I feel like they're not gonna teach it in the classroom per se, cause you're going to school for whatever you're going to.
Right.
But these other programs, like okay, maybe we could create a program, but it's these
Right.
other programs like they would talk about financial aid assistance and think. But what about us personally,
After
like
college. Yes.
or during college?
Or
What can y'all
during.
help us
Yes.
on a personal level? Y'all
That's
teaching us
true.
about the whole picture, but not personally. That's why I didn't really get from college. But
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Because when you brought up the program thing, it made me think of when I was in middle school. We used to every year we used to take one trip to a bank, and they used to have one side of the bank where it was set up as a real world, and so we would go in. They would give us a folder, and you was like they gave you a whole scenario of if you had kids, a husband, what type of job, and you had to go around to these different places as if you was working and figure out how you was gonna budget your money to make sure you had enough money, how you was gonna save, and like those are different programs that even in college they should be having something like that where somebody come in or you can go and learn about this stuff because that's real life, like you said. That's something we need to know.
Mhm.
Are we gonna be out
Mhm.
here broke, living paycheck to paycheck? Who wanna do that?
Not I. I like the nicest
Mm-mm.
things.
Okay, I'm not trying to live paycheck to paycheck. Who does that anymore? Not I. Not I. Said the
See, and then
captain.
that also opened my eyes. Like, okay, just because you're graduating, don't mean everything's just about to bow in your face. It's like,
Hmm.
oh wait, let's take a moment. Let's think about this. Then make steps. So
Yes.
it opened my eyes a lot at the last minute, and like changes are keep happening by the day. So nothing is for certain. Anything I say today might change tomorrow until we get it
I'm
together.
cracking up.
But no,
I'm
that's
cracking
just how
up.
life is.
Yes. But I feel like nobody have no excuse to say that they don't know how to budget or how to get their finances together or what financial freedom is. I feel like we don't have no excuse no more. There's so many opportunities and different things out there for us to get into, to learn, even if it's not you fully trying to buy, a package or whatever to get assistance, but you researching. There we have too many things out here for us to find out and figure it out, that you
Hmm.
shouldn't be talking about something you don't know how to do this no more, or that
And
it doesn't attract you.
yeah, and a lot of us are, stubborn about things, and we don't want to work as hard for things, and
Hmm.
we're lazy. I ain't gonna lie, it's certain things we are,
We
but
are.
we just got to get that mindset right first. See, we need an episode on mindset before we even had an episode on getting our money together.
No, no, no. We can do that as our next one. Like we talked about money, and I get that mind together.
Stimulate that mind, because
Okay,
that's really the
that's
key
the
to
that's the
getting it
ultimate.
together. Yeah,
Hmm.
you got to have that mindset and you'll be fine. So,
Because without that, you lost.
not your
It's
loss.
you going in one ear and out the other, and that's about it. That's what's happening.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
But let
yes, yes, yes.
how
What you
y'all
was about to
feel about them
say?
finances? Let us know if you're in here. Let us know if you have any questions. We could kind of direct you for all these
Hmm.
interviews and resources. So definitely reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out to
Don't be
us.
afraid.
Frick and
And tell
frack.
us, like you said, tell us what y'all interested in. So we had interviews about credit repair, credit building, credit score, stock investments, tax, life insurance. Did I miss something, Frank?
Nope.
No.
We got it.
So yes, like we have all the information. So if you're interested in any of those topics and tactics to learn more about your financial freedom and getting your finance together, like Frank said, make sure you reach out to us so we can lead you in the right direction. Cause
Hmm.
we got
Okay.
connections now. That
Yes.
networking.
Finally. I got another quick question for you though. I just thought about it.
What's that?
What's another financial tactic that you want to learn about
That we
that
did
we
not talk about?
that we did not talk about?
Ooh, since we talked about a lot though. Hmm.
Because now we can think about what we could touch on in the future.
I mean, I don't know if this really would be a part of it, but I think learning about
If you say
real
my
estate.
aunt, man, I knew you was gonna say it. I knew you was going going to say it. I knew you was
You
gonna
should have
say
said
it.
nothing.
Talking about, I don't know if this is.
I don't know, but yeah, I thought because I was thinking about real estate, and then I was also thinking about that usually they help you with like your personal credit, but I think it's important to learn about business credit and
Mm-hmm.
starting a business account, what that is. I don't think a lot of people tell us about that. So I think that's something else that I want to learn more about.
Yep, that's definitely true. And yeah, I even got some resources for that I'm currently doing now. But
Hmm.
to even think about business, our personal got to be right. So we got to
Right.
go all the way back.
Around, yeah. And then it's just like if yo, like you said, if our stuff is messed up and then you started a business, you leading yourself down a deeper hole because your regular money ain't together. So your business money definitely not about to get together. Now you stuck in both,
Don't
where your
do it.
business can actually help your personal. But if we don't know how to do it, then we lost. We don't know what to do.
Hmm. Yep, and it's perks with business, as we've seen with COVID, business loans and everything that you can kind of do. So
Hmm.
it's a lot to learn out there. It's definitely a lot. We just got to educate ourselves.
Most definitely. That was a good question though,
Yeah,
because I ain't know what to say.
I'm done. I'm
What can
done
we
with the
ask?
questions.
That was a
like
good one.
like talking about money.
Man, so yes, y'all need to let us know. Let us know. Let us know how y'all feel about the interviews too. We want to hear y'all
Hmm.
feedback and what are y'all interested in us, interviewing some other people about or talking about on our podcast too. So y'all can always share that with us on any of our on the cloud social media pages.
Yeah, we should definitely do like a, oh, if you watch the episode type of thing, fill out this quick survey for us and let us
Yes,
know if it was helpful. Meaning the
yes.
little advertising techniques. Let's go.
Okay. You said that little survey.
The survey will let us know. But yes, I don't have. What else do you have for the clouds or any information?
um, Not nothing extra. Just make sure y'all get educated on your money, on your finance, and try something new. Push yourself outside of the ordinary of what we've been taught.
Hmm.
And once you learn it, teach somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself.
That's how you become
And
blessed.
that's how Mary had a little lamb.
Do not. I knew it was. You said something else earlier, but it wasn't Mary had a little. Oh, you said, and that's on period. But I thought you was gonna say Mary had a little lamb. So that's so funny.
What about you? Anything you gotta add?
I'll just say take risks, and actually when you educate yourself, don't be afraid to read books or just research. Like a quick Google
Mm.
search could change your life. Learning about anything, anything. So just I challenge anybody who's watching or anybody who's listening to just think of like something that they want to kind of expand in and learn about and just start researching it. And whether it's financial, whether it'll help you in the future, it's just things out here that we be on our phones all day anyhow. We be on social media all day anyway. So just start researching and taking those risks and doing those things that can kind of benefit us in the future, and not only us, our family and our generations. And
Mm.
that's
That
what I have to
generation right
add.
there.
Gener-
Ooh, we throwing fire on y'all today. I
but
love it.
yes, that's really all. The question of the week, though,
Yes,
for
let
this
them know.
week is, what's one thing you did not know back then that you wish that you know now? Just for it could be financial related, it could be anything, anything.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. Let that marinate.
Mm. Okay. Yes, that's a good question. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes.
So, Frank, tell them where they can follow you at. Where can they get you?
Okay, y'all can follow me on Instagram at the.real.quiche. I said Instagram first because I'm sick of the book. Sick of
Yes,
the
y'all, make
story.
sure y'all go to Instagram and start following us on Instagram so that we can get
Please.
out of Facebook, please. All
Also
right,
with
my
our
bad. Go ahead.
podcast at On the Cloud Podcast as well on Instagram.
Right.
You can follow me on Twitter at @the_real_quiche. Also, our Twitter for our podcast at Frick and Frack Boulevard. You can follow me on TikTok. I'm about to get back on there. Got some surprises coming with them TikToks, but it is the.real.quiche as well. And I don't care, Snapchat, y'all go. I don't care about Snapchat right now. But that's about it for me. What about you? Tell them where to
All
follow
right, so
you.
y'all can follow me on Facebook at Kia Brewer. You can follow me on Instagram at _Kia Z, KIAAZ. You can follow me on Snapchat at Fabulous Kia _4. I'm still in the process of getting my Twitter together, so just pray for me, wait for me. I'll be there soon.
Pray for me, wait for me.
And y'all can follow me on YouTube as Zakia Chanel TV. And make sure y'all follow our On a Cloud Facebook, YouTube
That too.
at Freaking Frag Boulevard. Yeah, and all of that extra stuff.
Yes. I ain't want to tell y'all my Snapchat because I can't get no more friends on Snapchat. So I don't know what's going on with that. I didn't
Yeah,
know the
honestly,
limit.
I'm not gonna lie. I never pay attention. I be on there and I just be doing me. I don't
Like
ever
I
pay
kept
attention.
sharing it, but it said you cannot have more friends. I'm like, okay, dang, I'm about to
That's
keep saying it.
crazy. I think all these social medias just kind of hating on you. You can have a little trouble with it.
Mhm. Mhm. It's cool. They trying to tear me down at the
Right. But that's
time.
okay because that's not going to happen. It's not going to
It
happen.
ain't. But
And that
thanks,
song what?
y'all. Mary had a little
Mary had a little
lamb.
lamb.
I'm done. I'm done. Episode is over. Thanks
All
for
right.
tuning
Bye,
in.
y'all. See y'all.